All right, so man, we got something super, super dope coming to the 919 Raleigh, the capital, Ravenscroft School, the Phenom National Showcase.
The Phenom National Showcase hits Ravenscroft School in Raleigh November 15th and 16th. That's a Friday night and an all-day Saturday at Ravenscroft. Super nice gym, super clean, super good concession food. It's a perfect place to spend a few hours of your weekend for sure. And if you're a real basketball fan, you're probably going to want to be there for 2 nights.
For sure.
If we're being real about it.
Sure.
Let's start with the 4:30 p.m. matchup on Friday the 15th at Ravenscroft School with Ravenscroft School opening things up against none other than Northwood Temple. Our guys, Miles Masercola, who helps us with the Hoop State, as well as helps over at Phenom Hoops, and Jamie Shaw of Phenom Hoop Report. They've got some information about these teams and about this matchup. Take it away, fellas.
Both teams have talent. Both teams has players. Ravenscroft led by uber athletic Brady O'Connell, going to Old Dominion.
Super above
People
the rim.
know him. Alex O'Connell's little brother. Well, Brady's putting his head at the rim as well. And then Miles Evans, 6'10" guy. He missed most of last year with a knee injury. Well, now he's back and he's playing at a high level.
Yeah, he is. He's a skilled below the rim big that can really produce.
Yep, and then Stephen Riley's back with his second year running the show with the team there. Coach Billerman gets the maximum out of his players.
Great sets.
Yeah, he does great stuff. Makes his players play hard. His players play the right way. They'll hustle. They'll fight. Northwood Temple, they're incredibly athletic and explosive. The thing about them that's going to be super interesting is they're going to be able to play 5 out and really create mismatches probably with their post players.
Yeah.
Johan Axel, 6'5", 2021 prospect, and then Reggie Rayner, a 6'6", 2020 prospect.
Now, at 6 p.m., we bring the boys from Moravian back. It's going to be Josh Hall's first high school basketball game back in the 919 in quite a while. He's from Durham, for those that were unaware. So if you're from Durham, in Durham, know Josh, heard of Josh, pull up and see your mans go to work.
Pull up.
They are going to take on a team that Jamie Shaw went out and got from Ohio, ISA Academy.
The matchup of the night probably with Keon Ambrose, 6'8", 6'9" wing, and Josh Hall, 6'8", 6'9" wing. Both of them are top 100 players in the country. Both of them are ranked in the top 50, I believe. 6'8", 6'9", long wing player. He can initiate, he can shoot it, he can put it on the floor. Josh Hall, the exact same thing. That'll be a very interesting matchup within the matchup.
Yeah.
And then you go with Cordell Charles. He's another 6'8", 2021 prospect, top 100 guy. They have Michi Johnson. He's injured right now. Ohio State commit in the 2021 class.
Yeah.
At that ISA. But they're incredibly loaded, incredibly deep. This is going to be a high-level matchup of 2 top 50 teams in the country playing each other in this one.
Then, Friday, 7:30 p.m., we bring back the live feed with the Hoop State Network. We're going to be putting on
This is a good one.
the boys from Oak Hill. They are going to be taking on Crestwood Prep from Canada. I'm not going to try to pinpoint where. I know Canada's a big country and like people are from all over the place. I don't know where Crestwood is from, but it's cold. I can almost guarantee it. And what's colder than the air are the buckets that come from the top player in 2023, Crestwood Prep's very own Elijah Fisher. If you care about basketball at all, if you like college basketball, if you like people that end up in the NBA, if you like any level of high school basketball, in this singular game, you're going to have the opportunity to see high school elite, future college elite, and potentially an NBA player on the floor between those two. Now, the final game of the day, Rod's boys from Greenfield,
Wide awake, Wilson, we're here.
defending state champions. They are going to be taking on Team USA. It's Mr. Smooth, Jaden Bradley from the Canada School.
Point guard matchup. John Bailey versus Jaden Bradley.
Wake Forest versus, obviously, Jaden Bradley's going to go wherever he wants in the country.
Blue blood probably. He's tough, man. John's long, athletic, man. He can defend multiple positions. He's a point guard by heart, but I feel like, it's a really good matchup, good chance for him.
Let's jump into Saturday.
Looking ahead, we got Crestwood, obviously the Elijah Fisher factor, one of the most exciting players in the country regardless of class. And they're playing against Trinity Christian, who is a team that, between the Dennis Smith, Joey Baker, and Greg Gant eras, have had a constant pattern of success. And now it's kind of time to turn over a new leaf, and they have a lot of really good young talent. What do people that have maybe watched Trinity over the past 3 years, what should they expect from this year's version of this team?
Freddie and Cam are both sophomores now. Cam's one of the more slept-on point guards in the state.
Yeah.
When I went by their practice the other day, he was unbleavable with his way to navigate the
He can handle the ball.
and his vision and way he set people up. Freddie Alone's going to put up huge numbers this year. 6'5" shooting guard, 2022 class. He's another player who's incredibly slept on.
Yep.
People don't really know about him. They will, because he will put the ball in the hole. He's got that alpha mentality about him. Look at Todd Burt, 6'8", 6'9", kind of hybrid wing in the 2020 class. And then you got Jamari McDougal. He's another guard in the 2022 class who plays at an incredibly high level.
Yeah, he might be the secret weapon for them this year. I feel like he's got the ability to shoot the ball unlike any other. He could create his own shot.
But this Crestwood team, they're big.
Yeah.
They have prospects across the floor. Elijah Fisher is somebody you have to watch play.
He'll probably be on an NBA team. Like, he's an NBA kind of guy.
He's bringing the house down every single game. He's the type of player that has the crowd standing up as they watch him play, and he dunks it. Possibly crowd coming onto the floor, stopping the game, all that kind of stuff. Elijah Fisher has that type of electricity.
He's a viral moment waiting to happen.
Within his game.
That carries us right into a big-time matchup at 4 p.m. before things get really loaded for the last 3 games of the night. We're going to have Jeff McGinnis's Combine Academy take on ISA Academy from Ohio, who has Michi Johnson, who's going to Ohio State.
Yeah, that's what LeBron calls his nephew.
That is tough.
So if LeBron calls you his nephew, you got to be certified.
That's tough with a UFF. Tough. Starting at 5:45 p.m., we will be live on the Hoop State Network to bring you Moravian Prep and Shaquille Moore to take on his previous school and Piedmont Classical.
I don't know if you've seen on Twitter, but there's been some back and forth.
Always. It's the Hoop State. There's always back and forth.
I love it. Yeah.
And we'll kind of go into that a little bit more as that gets closer, but you can believe there will be feelings and emotions involved in that game. Not to mention, like I said already, Josh Hall from Durham, you can guarantee he's got a squad showing up.
Oh, yeah.
That game's going to be a lot of fun to watch.
A lot of fun.
At 7:30 p.m. on November 16th at Ravenscroft School, Grace Christian, Raleigh's own Grace Christian, Cary's own Grace Christian, will take on Oak Hill Academy. And there's really not a lot to say about that.
A little bit shocking, and it was one of those things that's Oak Hill, man. You know, that is the creme of the creme. You know, Coach Steve Smith been doing it for years. A lot of people consider him to be the greatest high school coach of all time. So to be on the sidelines coaching against this this basketball guru God, it's just a great experience. Media's gonna be there, absolutely, and it's Oak Hill, but they got to shoot the ball just like we do. They got to go 94 feet just like we do. And so I think for us, man, coming together to go against, someone like Oak Hill, and again, utmost respect for that program.
Guess what, though? The Little Giants beat the Cowboys.
That facts. David and Goliath is a thing.
Right.
And you're in Raleigh.
Right.
Well, my suggestion to Grace Christian, bring everybody.
Old school.
If you bring everybody,
Sister Mary,
everybody you know, everybody who you might know, if you bring the barn, there is a chance that Oak Hill will not be ready for the last game of the Phenom National Showcase. We're going to have a 9:15 tip-off with the host school. Those boys from Ravenscroft that I'm hoping are going to bring the Sports Center desk and do the whole nine. I love that.
They're always lit.
Love that. That's incredible. They're going to have a real test, and they're going to take on Jaden Bradley and the Cannon School from Charlotte. So that's going to be a 919 versus 704 NCI SAA battle. I'm super excited about it, and it gives Raleigh a chance to see one of the best players. I'll be honest with you. If you're there for this entire day, you're going to be seeing 2 of the absolute best players in the state and 2 of the best players in their classes from across the country, literally in your backyard. Like, I cannot, all you got to do, pull up to Ravenscroft, walk straight in, pay your ticket price, sit down, and enjoy the show.
Enjoy the show, man.
Give yourself the opportunity to tell a basketball story years from now. And you do that by showing up November 15th and or 16th at Ravenscroft School right in Raleigh, North Carolina.
I remember back in 2019, I seen that boy go get my Elijah Fisher out there, boy.
Don't let Elijah Fisher or Josh Hall turn into NBA All-Stars and you never got to see him.
Right.
It's really that simple.
Simple.
Problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back, tell me I'm garbage. I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone and progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone and affection, I summon and dub it. Cause I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems on problems I solve them. I run through the money, the pressure be calling.